That look and you know people have bad news to tell you. I guess they had to cut this trip short. Really, nigga? Man, if you don't get your camera... Bruh, get out of here, man. Shit.
Jasper!
That's a spear in his chest.
Get down, get down! Wait.
Oh my god. Who? My skin. Do not show that on the screen again, please. Is it what happened to her? Oh my god, that is disgusting.
Are you ready?
Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to some more Mad Men. Let's jump into this reaction here. Let the 6th season of Mad Men continue. And I will see you guys right after for the review. Let's go.
Are you sure you don't want me to order in some food? Chinese?
Jesus.
It's a common mistake to not ask questions when you want something because you're afraid of the answers.
So you want something?
I'm interested. And considering the precedent for small agencies, this is how we might take you public. With 1.5 million shares outstanding before the offering, we'd sell 400,000 additional shares to the public at $9 a share.
Oh, they're going public?
12 a share.
Not an insult.
Of papers you spent 20 minutes with, I can't take this to the rest of my partners, but I can take it to other underwriters.
I'll need these documents for 24 hours. These papers are spotless. My compliments to the chef.
Joan.
I don't think Cooper pushed that poor banker too hard, do you? We don't want to lose him.
Certainly not. Oh, it's a marvel. Everyone wants you, don't they?
Pete, no.
No, I believe our primary hurdle has been cleared. Don't worry about Don. Even at 9 a share, your part of the company alone will be worth nearly $1 million.
My goodness.
You're flushed.
I drank too fast. I don't think Don cares about money.
But he's tired of playing in the bush leagues. This capitalization will double our size, and that will turn his head. You want another?
No, I can hardly walk and you know it. I hope Clara reminded you tomorrow's Mother's Day.
Thank you, I'm aware.
Ow.
Just wanted to make sure you were still here.
I do. Because I already got up and put on my face.
Is that what you do?
That's what a lot of women do for some stupid reason.
What more could I give you?
The first-class lounge would be a darker place without you, but you're supposed to have your ear to the ground.
Am I going to see you tomorrow?
If there's a flight filled with P&G executives headed back to Cincinnati. How about tonight?
I have plans.
Some other boyfriend? The one you give all the leads to?
It's Mother's Day.
Oh, but my mother just died.
Seriously? Really? How about you go into bed too? The TV? What the hell is this? Trudy?
What are you doing?
You told me you wanted me here Sunday morning. I'm here.
Oh, Peter, don't.
Really?
So we'll just maintain every other aspect of this marriage except the one that matters.
You mean Tammy?
Stop holding the axe over my neck.
So you'd rather I divorce you just so you know where things stand?
You don't care that I want you.
I've taken note of your efforts. I'm going to get her.
You're gonna be sorry when this is over. You've given up on me at exactly the wrong time. You have no idea.
Well, I'll take note of that too.
I'm surprised you can even climb into her bed.
C'est pas si dur avec elle, une maison.
So Brennan called. He's canceling dinner tonight.
We can still have dinner.
Pretty much learn to do anything on YouTube these days.
Let's enjoy our reprieve. Did he say your dinner with Jaguars off? Unless it was the world's most boring dream. Herb Brennan wants a word alone to straighten things out. This could be fatal. You're going. Megan made plans with her mother. She thought I had a business dinner. Marie's in town? Bring her along. That's perfect.
In attendance, I have Jim Cutler, Frank Gleason, and Ted Shaw.
I want to go over where we are on Chevrolet again and devote our final days to overdoing it on the artwork for the top 3 campaigns.
I told you, they're very keen on the rocket ship thing with the astronaut anecdotes.
You told him about the astronauts?
I had to. It was too vague otherwise.
I don't want to draw any more rockets, and I don't want to stare at this work again. We should have never resigned Alfa Romeo. What is this mystery Chevy going to be in The Graduate? Those things are flying off the lot.
Are you not on board with this? I love what you're doing.
I'm tired of rockets, that's all.
Okay.
Could you give us a moment? We'll continue this later. What's gotten into you? You're supposed to be calming me down.
Ted, I've got cancer.
What?
In my pancreas. I told Jim I thought he told you, and you didn't want to embarrass me.
The way to drop that news.
Maybe it's more of a financial issue to him, but I'm glad he can keep a secret.
Financial?
The minute I cash out, I cash in. You two have to buy me out.
Oh, he's a partner.
I have cancer.
See, if we still had Alpha, I wouldn't have to worry about putting you out of business.
First of all, stop talking about money. Second, we are going to get Chevy because you are going to do your best work. You're going to build a wing at Sloan Kettering and beat this thing.
Aye,
Can you hear me?
I love it when you whisper like that.
My uniform. I have one, and his flight's delayed. He doesn't believe my name's really Daisy.
Use that.
I know you're not waving to me.
Makes the delay worthwhile, doesn't it?
Headed to Detroit?
Eventually.
Should we try LaGuardia?
They already did. Forget it.
This is why I like to drive everywhere. I'd live in my car if I could. You know, with her in the back seat navigating. I'm Roger. What's your name?
Mikey.
Mikey, since we're gonna be cellmates, I'm gonna ask the screw for a couple of drinks. I want a glass of water with an onion and bring him a double Jim Beam. And get me on that flight.
This is my day off. We had plans.
Alors, tu voudrais mieux passer les soirées avec ta mère que d'aller dans un restaurant chic avec ton mari. I should return home. I've overstayed my welcome.
Je suis contente que tu sois là.
Tu pars comme une femme qui était mariée beaucoup plus longtemps que toi.
Well, I don't know what's happened.
I knew something was wrong. We have not had a fight.
He's so far away that sometimes when we're alone, I feel like I'm making conversation.
I wonder whose fault
Darling,
is that?
you have confounded everyone's expectations.
Doesn't even care.
Of course he does. But he may think you belong more to other people than to him.
Ça se peut.
C'est facilement arrangeable. Ne t'habille pas comme sa femme. La seule pensée qu'il devrait avoir pendant ce repas, c'est à quelle vitesse il peut se mettre entre tes cuisses.
Get a hold of Silver Bells?
No. That doesn't mean he's not coming.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
pretty
not
much done
coming.
waiting.
Perhaps we should go.
What?
No. I think we're gonna order now.
Herb gets very peckish.
Skip lunch.
Everybody's like, you skipped lunch, my nigga?
You've already
Hilarious.
done all you can do. Just expanded our business while keeping it lean. Pending due diligence, we're done. At $11 a share.
Really?
I believe I would like a drink.
Bob, could you get Joan and some ice?
Absolutely.
When do we break the news?
Call the meeting for tomorrow.
What if Don's not on board with them going public?
You know what? Why don't we let the men discuss the business they're probably here to talk about while we powder our noses?
Please. 'Cause your stories suck.
Tall and tan and young and lovely.
That's why we're here, Herb.
Oh, it's nothing serious. I just had an idea. There's a kid who's been writing flyers for me at a few of my lots, and I'm really getting results. He's got a good turn of phrase. I think you'd appreciate it.
Is he looking for a job?
No, he's got a job. Thought that might help you and me if he were to take a look at some of your work, even at the formative stages, just to get his take on it.
But he doesn't work for my company.
Faucet.
Faucet? Like the pipe?
There you go. It's the name of the guy who's going to be handling your account from now on.
You never fail to overheat, do you? You know the somersaults I'm doing because you're so touchy?
Man your size.
You know what?
Don does not like this dude.
You're
I don't really like him either.
First, Campbell gives me the sass. And Sterling, he didn't even show up. My friend, you're gonna be working for him. And he could teach you something. Like knowing where your bread is buttered.
Why don't you get this? I want you to buy me one last meal. I'm tired of taking it out of your account.
And if you ever see Sterling again, tell him you're screwed up. Because I'm done with all of you.
Don't sit down. Dinner's over.
Are you okay?
Never felt better in my life.
Nice meeting you. See you soon.
Don just said, fuck Jaguar. Fuck out of here, nigga. I'm feeling myself right now.
Hello?
Marie, it's Roger.
If you are calling to apologize?
Hold on, don't hang up. Let me talk to Don.
Did you call to talk to Don?
You were next, I swear.
You dragged me out and make me sit with that disgusting man. She's the apple that goes in the pig's mouth.
Marie, something came up. Something very important.
You are speaking slowly, so I will understand. Forget my name.
Aren't I enough for you? This is my friend. What was your fake name again?
You're a riot.
Why the hell are you here? Really?
Hello.
Good night.
Shit. Well, at least you have something in common now. This is father-in-law, dude. This is gonna be interesting.
So it doesn't involve anybody in this room.
Let's say you caught your father-in-law in a compromising position.
It's every Sunday night. The guy can't hold his liquor.
Last night I was celebrating at that party house up on Lex. I saw my father-in-law exit the bedroom with the biggest, blackest prostitute you've ever seen.
Was there anyone else from Vic's there?
But we spoke. I mean, all I said was hello, but...
Okay. It was mutually assured destruction.
So he's not gonna say it.
He can't.
It's true. Like, you can't really say nothing because he can't call Trudy and be like, hey, I saw it. Because Trudy's going to ask, why were you there? And then the mom is going to find out. So, exactly. It's mutually assured destruction.
Do you have any idea where Roger has been for the last 24 hours?
I don't.
Draper! Hell have you... What did you say to her Burnett last night?
Nothing that shouldn't have been said last Christmas.
At a time when they were going public.
That's because you screwed him last time. Couldn't wait.
Pete, you gotta understand when it's over.
Do you know that we had a public offering underway? And now it's ruined!
What?
You don't care about the company. You're already rich.
Not here.
Hey, hurts. It hurts.
How didn't I know about this? When did that happen?
I was going to tell you this morning. I tried to last night, but you'd rather have dinner with her Brennett.
Where the hell have you been?
Don fired Jaguar.
What?
And I just have good news. We're giving a presentation this Friday on Chevy's top secret new car. Come on, you've been thinking about Chevy your whole life. And I have this check for $10,000 because I closed, Pete. The last I was in Detroit, where my friend Mikey O'Brien. Look him up. He was looking for something cutting edge, but none of the agencies had it. Oh, he had a great idea. Bring us in. We're not afraid of a deadline.
Yeah.
You want to go public? How much better is it when we have Chevy?
You're talking. I
want to know everything. Pete, go box up Jaguar. Make sure they have all their files today. Get the creatives in my office.
Get them yourself.
Don't you feel 300 pounds lighter?
Honestly, Don, if I could deal with him, you could deal with him. And what now? I went through all of that for nothing?
Joan, don't worry. I will win this.
Just once, I would like to hear you use the word we. Because we're all rooting for you from the sidelines. Hoping that you'll decide whatever you think is right for our lives.
Okay, I don't know where that's coming from. I understand what she's trying to say, but it's it's a little unnecessary, really, because I understand what she's saying that Don. I understand where everybody's coming from, right? With the stuff that they're saying to Don, but in my opinion, sometimes I didn't like Herb either. For the business, could Don have handled that a little bit better? Of course. So what happened to Joan? She's having an emotional response towards that, rightly so. But what I don't understand, right, is they got a big win, and that's because Roger was working on to get Chevy. So Chevy is better to get than Jaguar. Jaguar is a foreign car. Chevy is American. So it's a big difference, right? It's a huge difference. Chevy is a more popular car because it's an American car. So it's good if they get Chevy. At the very same time, Pete is very right. Like, he making a unilateral decision like that by firing Jaguar was not the best thing to do for the company because you didn't know what was going to happen. But Donna's had enough with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like everybody else is kind of thinking of the company, we, as Joan pointed out, and he just thinks about himself and how he feels. In some ways, you can actually say that Don was doing this because it's like he doesn't like dealing with these scumbags that have no morals, right? Remember, Herb is the one that demanded that Joan sleep with him so that they could get the account, which Pete is responsible for, because he should have tell him to go fuck himself when he suggested that, pretty much, right? But he didn't do that, right? He did not do that. So it's to play into the point as well that it's not just about Don here, because it's just dealing with those people has become a problem. Jaguar has become a problem. If you have an advertising agency doing, you know, making your advertisements for you, you should trust them to do that. Not come up, not be, okay, I'm the guy, I'm this, I'm that, so I'm gonna make suggestions and you're gonna back me up. No, you're not creative. You're not the advertising agency. If I think that your idea is shitty, you should understand that I think that your idea is shitty because we're in charge of advertising. We've been doing advertising because Don has been doing this for years. If it was somebody else that Pete was saying this to, I could understand, but Don has been doing this longer than Pete. So I gotta give him that respect when it comes on to creating, right? Because he's been head of creative for this company for years. He's now a partner. Pete is not even in creative. He doesn't come up with the ideas. He just brings in the clients. He's the mouthpiece for the company. A very good one for that much. So he goes out, meet with the clients and stuff like that and encourage them, keep up appearances, you know, if they want anything done, if they're looking for good campaigns. That's what he does. He's the mouthpiece. He's the face, right, of the business. So Don plays a huge role in the company. Like, as I said, if it was somebody else he was talking to, like, was causing this kind of harm, and I'm not saying that he's wrong for bringing it up. I'm just saying, trust Don. I would. Don doesn't like the guy. Just his morals is not allowing him to work with the dude, because the last meeting that they have, if you guys remember, it didn't go well. The only reason why Joan is responding to this is because she slept with the guy to get a part of the to get a stake in the company, right? That's what she did. So she's feeling kind of like used at this point, right? She's feeling kind of used. And the stuff that she says, and that's what I'm saying, I don't quite understand why not necessarily the response, why she's responding like that. Is this the stuff that she was saying? I'm like, hey, you did that. You still could have said no, right? You still could have said no, even though it was very disrespectful for Pete to even bring the idea to you, and even Lane to bring the idea to you as well. But you made it work for you. Now we get rid of them. You still have partnership in the company. You're not really losing anything. You know what I'm saying? I feel your pain, but we gotta be real here. But I do understand where Pete's frustration is coming from. Don't get me wrong, but Jaguar was kind of like, it's not necessarily Jaguar. Herb was the problem. Just couldn't stand the dude.
I think you should go home.
I love how you work every account like it's make or break. I have a new way to go. I'd show it to you, but it's top secret and it may be terrible. Maybe Frank's right. We should have never dumped Alpha. It's one thing to want something, it's another to need it.
This is your agency. You're always going to need something.
Well, it's Frank's agency too, Peggy. And I've been counting on his paintbrush and his negativity to balance me out for 20 years.
I've spent a lot of time working with pessimistic people. I like the fact that you're...
Do not say I'm nice. I hate it when people say I'm nice.
We all do, buddy. I do not like when people... I think it's... Oh. Excuse me?
I'm sorry.
Aren't you married, sir? What is it with all these men in the show, man? I mean, I can understand. I mean, it's Peggy, but... Oh, just... Okay.
Jesus, there's like 8 of them.
Surprised to see you here. Taking your kid to look at colleges?
No, taking him to pick out a car.
When did they add you guys to the mix?
When they saw your work.
I wish you the best of luck. Maybe we shouldn't even go. What are the billings for VIX? 9 million? Someone's gonna pick that up. Any of you have a cough drop? I know they don't.
Get him on the phone right now or I'm coming over there.
Roger's calling from the airport. He says something happened with Vic Chemical.
Let me talk to Roger.
So it's true?
Yo, he actually...
Hear this right now.
Roger will handle it.
He really left. What a joke, man. His father-in-law is so fickle, it's not even funny.
They're screwing with us. Daisy's gonna lose their luggage.
He's trying not to rattle Don.
So I came down here to your lair. Spare me the outrage, Pete. I'm tired of it.
Tom, what are you doing? I know we're both emotional and vulnerable, but I'm not the enemy here. I'm an adult, as are you. And if anything, our relationship has shown over the last 7 years that I have a very short memory. What can I do to bring you back to reality in this obviously impulsive decision?
My daughter is a princess.
Bitch, please.
She could have had anyone.
I know this guy did not just say what I think he just said. This guy said, my daughter is a prince. That's the reason you're gonna take your company from an advertising agency? What, out of spite? Are you serious? All I would say to him is like, she knows, bruh. She knows that I do this. It's not a secret. She knows. So if she's good with it, why are you being emotional about it? But at the end of the day, it's not like Trudy's agreeing. She doesn't agree with the whole thing. So there's that, right? I don't know why he's feeling this way. It's just like, dude, that could fuck up your marriage right now. What are you talking about? It's just like you up there on your high horse right now.
I knew there was a reason you never wanted children. You have no business being a father.
You just pressed the button, Tom. You just blew everything up.
Thinking about the man I saw being with my daughter and my granddaughter.
Why don't you look in the mirror?
You can walk out like a man, or I can have you thrown out like the lowlife you are.
Really? He's really on that high horse.
If I have as low characters you say, why would you push me like this?
You'll do the right thing.
Oh, really?
Damn it.
Hello to you, too.
What the hell are you doing in Detroit?
My doctor recommended an ocean voyage.
Can I get one of those? I don't believe this. It's been 6 weeks in this pipe dream, and it's going to be over in 2 seconds.
Hell, I knew I was good, but I didn't know all I had to do was show up.
You don't know what this means?
It's not my job to put you at ease, but just because they brought us in at the last second doesn't mean you're dead.
Me? We're both dead. Think about it. When it's 2 top 10 agencies and me, I've got a chance.
I'm not worried. I've got great work.
Of course you do. And mine's even better, I guarantee. You know how this works. They're gonna take our creative and give it to one of the big boys. Second place, tied with last.
So they want a name brand. We had a car.
So did we. It's not the same thing. It's the size of the team. It's opening an office in Detroit. This is General Motors.
Well, if this is the kind of attitude you're gonna bring to it.
So what'd you go with?
What, I show you mine, you show me yours?
What's the difference at this point?
You first.
Okay, but I gotta stand up. So should we go home?
We.
Why, you want to stay just so Chevy can put a feather in your cap?
I have a better idea.
No, you don't. I just heard it. This is why everyone hates you.
About it. Both of us have the creative.
I think it
but
to
neither
join.
of us have an agency to match.
Merge?
Why would I do that?
Because we're dead.
Even if I were to consider that, Chevy calls the shots.
Want to get into some trouble?
How would that even work?
I'll have to figure out a way to make Chevy think it was their idea to combine our agencies. We'll have to figure out what the hell we're going to present.
Well, we have partners.
Who aren't sitting in this bar.
That's a good idea, but...
We're done. We've got a long night.
Okay.
I want to make it clear, unless this works, I'm against it. Shall we?
How Peggy's going to feel about this is another story, though.
Did you know your father pulled his business?
And I don't care, Peter.
You understand that we were going to be very rich, but he's ruined that.
He's done everything for you.
He's a hypocrite, Trudy.
Don't you dare criticize my father.
Oh, really?
I guess it doesn't matter that I caught him in a midtown whorehouse.
Just stop it.
With a 200-pound Negro prostitute. Ask him to his face.
You'll say anything to hurt me, won't you?
He wanted it this way. He left me no other choice.
We're done. Get your things.
I mean, I guess he didn't have to tell Trudy, but even know that she's gonna have to be...
We got it. We won Chevy.
Okay. They're merging.
What are you doing?
We went in together.
What?
They wanted our ideas and a big agency, so we gave them both.
Just for Chevy?
No, we merged.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Jesus Christ, it's not rocket science, Peggy. I know it's shocking.
Tell you how great it's going to be. So you can decide if you want to come along.
You are the copy chief at one of the top 25 ad agencies in the country. You're not even 30. I'm jealous.
Are we moving?
We are. And we'd like you to write the press release.
For what?
We don't have a name yet. Make it sound like the agency you want to work for.
Who do I give it to?
Give it to Ted.
Alright, so they gotta rename the agency. Can't, and they know all the partners, I guess. Cause it's like the two men that she's... Okay, I'm with the move. I'm with the move. The jockeying is probably going to be crazy, though. Let's keep it a buck. The jockeying is probably going to be crazy because Peggy's going to be back pretty much working. She's going to be copy chief, so she's going to be head of copy, so we'll see how things go. This is a great episode, man. This was a great episode. I liked it a lot. Very, very intriguing to see how they're maneuvering things right now. The show has become a lot more about the agency, right? It's become a lot more about the agency. I think that's what I like about it the most. Like, it's become a lot more about the agency and just the interconnections of everything that's going on and stuff like that. They've kind of gone off of the whole relationships and, you know, the people and stuff like that. So concentrate a little bit more during this season about the agency and you know, the advertising and the business and stuff like that. So I'm into that. Don't get me wrong, the relationship stuff is still there, but this episode in particular kind of concentrated on the agency a lot more, and I think I like that. This was because you know, I don't think this is the first time, but they've definitely made it interesting, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, this was great. I liked it a lot, and them merging, I'm on board with that. I mean, what's gonna happen when they hear about this, when they really hear that this was done? I mean Roger was there, so Roger knows. I don't know if Cooper knows yet. I don't know if Cooper probably knows already. And also Pete doesn't know yet. So I mean, Pete he's a partner, but he's like a junior partner at the company. So he's, you know, he needs to be privy, but at the same time it's like they're growing. So them, I guess they could still have that public offering now that they have Chevy. I guess we're gonna find out if that's still a go. But of course, the whole thing with Pete, Trudy, and Trudy's dad, I don't know how to feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Because if it was me, I probably would have brought it up too. It's like, y'all are acting all high and mighty, right? Your dad is cheating on your mom. I probably would have let that slip out the bag too. I'm not gonna lie, because it seems like he was trying to not bring it up. It seems like he was trying to not bring it up. It seems like he was really trying to not say it to her, but because of what she said, you know, because he was like, I don't care if my dad takes the company from your company. It's just like, yeah, that hurt him. That hurt him. So he decided to hurt her back in a way. So it's crazy, man. It's a little bit vindictive, but I get why he did it. I probably wouldn't have, but I probably would too. I don't know, but great stuff. As I said, I talked enough about what happened earlier in the episode. They were blaming Don and all that, but it, you know, it bodes better for the company in general for them to get rid of something as toxic as Jaguar with Herb, and for Chevy to kind of like drop in their lap. And they knew you know, with them and, you know, them merging together, these two companies, I think it's going to work out great for them. So we'll see what happens. We have literally a season and a half to go to the end of this series, so there's plenty of time for them to flesh out these things. I'm looking forward to it. Well, anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.